What's up guys, today we are going to draw Ultra Instinct Goku. Let's get started. First we're going to draw a line to show the direction that the face is looking in. It's going to be slightly curved and it's going to end just below the circle. Next we're going to define the jawline and the side of the face. We're going to curve in slightly and then we're going to curve out to define the cheekbone and cut back in towards the chin. We're going to make the jaw a little bit squared and we're going to cut in from the other side to form the rest of the jaw. We'll start cutting in as soon as the jawline is across from the other side of the jaw. For the ear, we're going to have to go up just above the jawline, right about where we're going to put the nose. And it's going to go up high, close to the top of the circle. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is clean up a little bit here so that we can start working on the face. And now we're going to create the crease between the eyes. And just below that, we're going to create the nose, which is going to extend out until we reach about the cheekbone. We're going to create a little bit of a curve there, and then it's going to extend back in until we reach the center line. Clean up a little bit there, and we're going to create a triangle on the bottom of the nose, just to give a little more depth to the picture. Next, for the mouth, it's going to start very close to the nose and right on top of that center line. It's going to create kind of like an S shape there. This line is going to help us define the chin. And now, starting on the top eyebrow, we're going to draw another line next to that crease. Go a little bit below it. And now we're going to extend following this line to the ear. A little bit from the end, we're going to cut down and start to create the eyeball. It's going to follow a parallel path to the top of the eyelid, right about here. For the pupil, it's going to take about a third of the space in the eyeball. And because this is Ultra Instinct, we're going to add that second circle there to distinguish him from his regular form. Same thing with the second eyebrow. We're going to draw a line extending from the crease in the middle all the way to the outside. And the eyeball on the left side is going to be shaped more of a triangle, with the pupil taking up most of the space. Let's go ahead and clean things up a little bit so we have more space to work, but keep part of the circle at the top because we're going to need it later. For the eyebrow, we're going to go up high and we're going to cut straight back down and cut up again towards the end. On the other side, same thing, cut down and then go straight up and straight back down. I gotta be honest, I don't like the way this looks on the left side here. I'm going to erase that and try again. Let's redefine it to give his face a little bit more of an angle going in, and we're going to curve back out again at the jawline. We're going to create a few lines below the eyeball to give a little more detail. And now for the ear, we're going to draw an S shape here with a few lines protruding out for extra detail. We'll start the neckline here, and on the other side, right next to that chin line, and it's going to stop a little bit below the chin, about an inch or so. From the chin, we're also going to draw the traps, so follow that chin line, and we'll have the collarbone, maybe not there, that's a little too high. We'll start the collarbone down here. So draw a line from the chin, or from the jaw rather, and we're going to cut down, and same thing on the other side, we're going to cut down, and now we can create the collarbone. Or actually, it's going to be pretty much the pec going out. We're not going to really be defining the collarbone here. Okay, it's finally time for the hair. Let's actually get rid of this, we don't need it after all. So for the hair, we're going to start above the pupil. That's where we're going to start the hairline. Off the center line of the face, and we're going to cut through the eyeball, go back up, and we're going to end a bit higher than where we started. And for the second hair, same thing, we're going to cut through the eyeball, but it's going to be shorter than the first. Cut back in, and same thing, we're going to cut up high, higher than we did for the first hair. Now we're going to draw 2 hairs on the right side and 3 on the left, which is the reverse of what you normally see. Let's clean up a little bit here. So for the second hair on the left side, we're going to start by the eyebrow. It's going to go out quite a ways, and then we're going to go up above where we stopped for the first hair. And actually that was a little bit too high. We'll stop right about there. These are straight lines I'm drawing, by the way. So for the third hair, same thing. We're actually going to end higher, and you'll notice all 3 of these hairs, they have the same stopping point on the bottom. So we're going to cut up above the first 2 hairs, and they're going to start and stop at about the same place. Let's clean up a little bit here and redefine these lines. Perfect. We're going to create some detail above the eyebrow over here too, to give them a bit of a more intense look. And the Ultra Instinct form does have this little detail over here. It's a little crease next to the mouth. There we go. Let me try it again. Third time's a charm. Now we can finally finish the hair. We're going to cut in towards the middle of the ear. And then for the second line, we're going to start closer to the top of the ear. And we're going to intersect here. And we're going to go out from that first hair a little bit above that, and right over here we're going to start our third line. We're going to connect it like that. By the way, if you can see, I already already drew these hairs, and honestly, rookie mistake, I forgot to zoom out during the first take, so I had to erase it and try again so you could see what I was actually drawing. We're going to define the top of the head right here. And we're going to go straight up. So going from this reference, no, actually right from over here. Try to find that line, because we're going to create this angle over here for the next hair. That's a little bit too high. We'll stop right there. Actually, I'm not liking this. Let me try it again. It's a little bit too high. Let's start again from right over here. Alright, that's better. And right from this first line, that first hair rather, we're going to define the bottom of that hair. Oh my goodness, let me try again. Just can't get that hair right the first time. Alright, and from right here, we can finally finish the top hair and cut in right there. And almost done. We're going to have one more big hair on the left side. We'll start right about here. And I think this is a good place to stop. So you notice some of his hairs are going up and some of them are going down. It's more of a messy look. I forgot about this one. And I just realized that I made a mistake defining the top of the head here. So let me erase that and try again. It shouldn't be angling up that sharply. Otherwise it makes it look like he has a cone head. So I'm going to flatten out that line a little bit. Alright, that's a little bit better. And now for the final hair, we're going to curve out and back down. Now all I have to do is clean up the drawing and redefine the lines, and just make the lines on the hairs a little bit harder so they're easier to see. Cool, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you next time.